I'm going to see how this goes because there's always some issues with this internet. But I want to say peace to everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Hotep. Namaste, Jambo, Ashe, Shalom, Shalom. All the greetings of love and light to the darkest minds of the light, to my darkest minds. I love you so much. And to everyone who's tuning in to see this recap, this review. This isn't a drag. This isn't any type of malicious thing. You know, I have a lot of love for Fatty and for the Untouchables, Ilkhan Ali. I have no problem with Ali as a person. It's just the rhetoric is, it's kind of nasty. So we're going to go over it. A lot of hatred going on, a lot of misogyny. I know that word gets thrown around and people are sick of it. People are getting desensitized to that word. Listen, misandry and misogyny are real. Hate for men and hate for women are it's very real. So although Ali may not intentionally wanting to sound like a misogynist, he's getting there. But that doesn't mean that he is. So that's why we're going to do the review of the show. And I'm going to do a little commentary that I don't get to do over there because he says I do too many monologues. Well, Ali, you have a lot in common with me. You are the king of monologues. So if I'm the queen of monologues, you definitely are the king of monologues. So like I said, this is not a drag session, but it is something for me to like say, hey, look what happened here. Look what happened there. Let me make sure that I have peace, Linnell King. Yeah, peace to Denver, Colorado. Am I coming in clear or am I lagging? I'm probably lagging, but I might turn off my camera so I might turn off my camera. I am going to pull up the video from my guest appearance on Fatty's Ladies First. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to Ladies First. I did tag Ali and Fatty. So definitely go check out their channels and see what's going on. I don't think that in the manosphere, I don't go around saying, oh, all manosphere platforms are misogynistic. I don't do that. I go case by case. I mentioned over there, you're coming in clear. Your camera jumped a couple of times, but you're coming in clear. I know. Thank you. I might have to turn off the camera in a minute. I have been associated and let's say professionally acquainted with a lot of people who have manosphere talking points. Kevin Samuels, the Obsidian. I've been acquainted with these people, meaning I've spoken to them, had exchanges with them, very cordial. O'Shea Duke Jackson, Black Ram. Shout out to my brother. That's a good brother. Black Ram of Ibmore, Introspective Black Men of Reform. And all the brothers actually that I named. Fatty. These Ali, we're going to put Ali on the shelf because he's the one I'm going to be I think he needs to just tweak some of his talk. He could do what he wants. He's a grown man. But some of his talking points, if he really wants to get through to women, he's going to have to maybe suss it up a little. Maybe his friend, maybe the brothers that I mentioned, a lot of pioneers, a lot of OGs, maybe they can help him do that. But anyway, I digress. But Fatty, all these people that I have interacted with are on professional levels. Obsidian and Black Ram, I mean, I'm not friends with them, but I definitely have spoken to them, more. So it's not that I'm friends at all. I don't want to say I'm friends, but have I spoken to them off of the internet? Just like Ali, just like, not often, like Fatty, have I seen them off the platforms? That's what I'm trying to say. Yes. O'Shea Duke Jackson, Obsidian, Black Ram, Kevin Samuels, Fatty. A lot of these people, they are doing a great service for men. They are. They're doing a great service for men. They're putting the talk, they're talking about what they don't like. Now, you're going to see me say the thing about crybaby. I'm not saying it's a crybaby to say, hey, we don't like when women do this. I'll get to what I mean. You'll see what I cover, but it's okay. You should bring it out and say, look, we don't like this. But when you say you don't like it and you only blame one group, there's two groups, there's men and women. When you only blame one group, then you're not going to get anything done. Are you going to get a lot of people following you? A lot of people who are, sick and, sick of women and, saying I'm done. Yeah, you'll probably get that. But if you really want to make a change and you want to have a quality audience, and I know most people do, you want to have solid men and women in your group saying, yeah, I like what he's saying. You want to have women listening saying, I really got to change that. You want to have men listening saying, I really have to change that. I shouldn't do that. Maybe it'll work more for me. When I talk about Kevin, I use Kevin as an example, as like a gold standard, because he was super cut and dry with women. He was not playing any games, but he also said, men, you guys are doing this and that. You guys are not doing this right. You guys are not doing that right. Get your stuff together. Get your money together. Get your looks together. Get your lifestyle together. Kevin said that. I'm not here to talk about his personal life or him as a person. I'm talking about when we get in here as influencers, as activists, we have a responsibility to not be on the internet pushing hate, hate, hate. Oh, hate, 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 hate. We should push, okay, look, I want you to make a change on this. And this is the problem. So with all that said, I'm going to just review the video, and I'll be able to do without somebody saying I'm doing a monologue, without someone, I can talk as long as I like, without someone trying to force me to answer a question like I'm in a freaking interrogation room. That is something you will see Ali doing a lot. Answer the question. He's like, that scene with Jack Nicholson, where it's like, answer the question, give me the truth. I feel like that. Like, you can't handle the truth, Ali. You can't handle the truth. He'll be asking questions like, aren't all women are whores, aren't they? He's like, do women just want to have sex with men and not get married? Like, he wants me to answer that kind of question. What? Who's answering something like that? Give me that answer. I'm like, I'll start elaborating or detailing. And you'll see him do that to me. He does it a lot. Again, this isn't a bash on him, but I do want to point these things out, not only for the audience, but for Ali. I asked him to tune in. He can definitely, if he comes in, I'll drop the link for him. But, it's like, brother, come on. And so without further ado and further ado, I'm going to get to my recap of this, because that's what I want to do. Do this. Oh my gosh, I'm already yawning. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Wow, it got crazy on that channel that day or yesterday. All right. So again, I'm going to just play this. This is the part where he jumps up on the panel to talk to Athena Asteria. And Athena is a regular in the show. And let's hear it. So let's listen to what he's saying to her in response to her talking about giving birth to a child and really talking about the hard things that women go through, the hardships, the health issues, the psychological issues, the hormonal imbalance, this stress of body changes in general. And then you have a new life to care for that is so fragile. And then you have your partner, maybe not, of course, often not understanding. I'm a doula, and I do work in the community of midwives. Got to watch what I say on here because we have a lot of haters. So I work in that community, so I know exactly what she's talking about. And I empathize with all women who have to, you know, not only are you giving birth and you're part of a family, if you have that and the father there with you, but you're going to hear Ali say, isn't that true? Like, he's just going to be like nonchalant about it. He's not empathetic. We got you. It's tough. It's a tough platform. I really care. I get you, Ali. You really don't care. You just want to talk about how awful women are. So let's listen to their interaction, and I will be pausing it and critiquing it. So let me add it. All right, let's see here. Okay.
What is the experience with you? Like, you ain't got to go too much into detail. If I met the man who experienced you as the mother, were they like, oh man, she was phenomenal. Like, I love being around her. She was so amazing to me, so loving to me and the kids. Or it was like, oh my God, like every minute she complaining about something. She complaining about being exhausted. She complaining about being overwhelmed. She's always nagging. She's always complaining. I do everything I can do to make her happy, and it's still not enough. And she barely does the things that I needed to do, and she's inconsistent, but brags to everybody about being a stay-at-home mom. She'll be best friends with the women that stab her in the back, and you admit it, them women ain't even there to help you. Your grandma ain't there. The aunties ain't there. The friends ain't there to help you out. The man's there going through everything, but he gets all.
And he says, I go on monologues. Ali, I gotta show it. Gotta get that microscope on you. You say I go on monologues. You seem to be doing exactly what I do. So I'm a seed caught in my straw. Anyway, so you say I go on monologues, but hey, I'm here for it. But this is definitely you asking a question that is it's, again, I'm not trying to bash anybody, but you're always saying you're on a monologue, and you're doing exactly what I do. You're talking and talking, and she's sitting there listening. Bless her heart. He's like, what do you do? He's naming all these negative things. He never says the guy is doing anything.
The mistreatment. Like, did that guy had an amazing experience with you being this mother or this wife? Or he can come on here and go, man, shit. Just like most guys, man, like when she's a mother or a wife, I'm going through hell with this woman. Like, what?
Heard him say, just like most guys? No. I don't think most guys are saying that. I think I think a significant amount of men who are first-time fathers or even second-time fathers or third-time fathers, they understand that women, it's a serious thing. Like, how are you not even understanding? You can't empathize. I shouldn't say empathize. You can't sympathize. Excuse me, babies. You're a man. Men don't have babies. You don't even want to sympathize with her. Women, your whole physiological system is turned upside down, so to speak. It's all wonky. Everything's out of whack when you have a baby. Your body changes gradually for those 9-10 months. And then the baby's out and it's like, everything's like trying to recalibrate. And your mind, there's something that is called postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, and postpartum psychosis. It's a real thing. It's sad how women are still struggling with healthcare. Women who are dealing with postpartum issues. No, we're just barely putting a microscope on it and really analyzing it. We're just barely doing that for women. But we can have men and women unalive their family members or just a stranger and say, oh, I was schizophrenic, or oh, I didn't take my meds. I'm not well. And then they will get off with they don't go to jail. They go to a mental hospital for a while until they determine if they're better. Get it? So, but women, it's obvious that their whole body is changing. And then you just have people saying, no, get over it. Come on. What? It's been 6 months. Sometimes postpartum anxiety, psychosis, or depression, depending on how severe it is, it can last up to like from 5 to 8 years. It can last from birth. Sometimes it can last up to age 7 of the child. It depends on the severity. So he's not really taking any of that into consideration, but a lot of men do, Ali. Yes, a lot of men do. A lot of men say, "Oh, I understand," and they make concession. They make some sacrifices during that time because she gave birth to his child. But let's listen to Ali talk about how innocent men are and women are the worst because they had babies and they're all out of whack. So they may not be rational. They may not be feeling comfortable. They may not be able to get out of the bed because they have to be on bed rest. Who knows what's going on? But he wants to complain about it because all women, he's painting this, he takes this broad brush and he just paints women as like evil, sex craved, deplorable, amoral people who just hate men. But we love to prey on men. I know this isn't an unpopular talking point because there's a lot of toxic men who are saying these things, but I don't think Ali is toxic. I think Ali is speaking from, I don't know, I'm not talking about his personal life, but an experience that he's seen, like whatever's been online with friends, or he's just looking at it from a place of just like with blinders. And I wish he would take those blinders off and say, okay, I got it. All women aren't like this. All men aren't like that. He doesn't say anything about men. He only says women, 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 women. So let's listen to him a little bit more.
What do you think he would say his experience was, personal experience with you?
With me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think he would try to come back 4 times if he had such a bad experience with me.
She answered the question. But for Ali, if the question doesn't jive with the V, if the question doesn't jive with his schema of women, that we're all manipulators, that men leave us because we love only ourselves, because she didn't answer the question like he likes, just like he does me. Here he comes to say, no, I want you to answer the question or whatever.
No, I didn't see how you did. No. I'm asking you.
See?
Would he? Did you drive him crazy?
She answered the question.
Products, whatever it is.
Your grandma ain't there. The aunties ain't there.
Get it.
There's a difference between.
Right about here.
Always nagging. She's always complaining. I do everything I can do to make her happy, and it's still not enough. And she barely does the things that I needed to do. She's inconsistent, but brags to everybody about being a stay-at-home mom. She'll be best friends with the women that stab her in the back, and you admit it. Them women ain't even there to help you. Your grandma ain't there. The aunties ain't there. The friends ain't there to help you out. The man's there going through everything, but he gets all the mistreatment. Like, did that guy had an amazing experience with you being this mother or this wife? Or he can come on here and go, man, shit. Just like most guys, man, like when she's a mother or a wife, I'm going through hell with this woman. Like, what do you think he would say his experience was, personal experience with you?
With me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think he would try to come back 4 times if he had such a bad experience with me.
No, I didn't see how you did. No. I'm asking you. Would he? Did you drive him crazy?
He said she wants to say she didn't answer the question. He always says that. She did. She didn't answer to your liking. He said, what do you think he would say about you? She said, I don't think he would be trying to come back 4 times if he had something bad to say. That's the answer. She's basically saying the guy has been trying to come back and get with her, but that's not good for him.
Or it was amazing being around you while you had the baby and while you was a wife.
See the ridiculousness? Would he come in and say that it was amazing? It's a relationship of reality. I mean, I don't even know her life, but if she just said he tried to get back with her 4 times. So why does he have to say amazing? That's the craziness that Ali, that's the stuff you be doing. You think you're like some You should go work as a detective and start interrogating people so you can break these cold cases open, because you want people to answer questions like you want them to answer instead of their actual answer.
I mean, I couldn't do all of the things that I used to because I was sick.
That's not.
I was almost bed. I mean, I was bed rested.
He's saying that's not what he asks. Ali, Gestapo of panels. Okay, General Klink. Everybody doesn't have to answer the question exactly like you want them to. Just move on. If you're not getting the answer you want, try to ask a different question, or say, you know what, this is what I wanted her to say, blah, blah, blah. It's crazy.
Did actually for the first year and a half after having my son. But I was a very unique case, but no, I think the only time things got really volatile was when infidelity really set in, and that's when.
Before the cheat.
So why not say that, Ali? Before that, Tina.
Look, Ali, this isn't a drag session. This is to point out how you are on panels, and what actually not just how you are, to review the situation, that our interaction. I just want to give some background how it worked up to that. He's so exasperated, bless his heart. She didn't give him what he wanted. He didn't get to hear that she was a monster. He didn't get to hear that she drove him away. And he can't handle it. So here comes brother Fatty to come in and ask some questions. I'm going to fast forward. I just want to show a little bit background about my interaction with Ali. And oh, by the way, he puts me in the back. He must be watching Sonnetter, because he was putting me in the back a lot. So you know what that is about, y'all. When they can't handle the heat, that I've done it too. When people are just not saying what I want them to say. No, I don't often do it, but I know I've done it to Genesis in particular. When she was getting on my nerves one time, but I apologize. So I've done it too. I'm not saying that I'm innocent, but you will see. Going to put me in the back when he doesn't want me to start busting his piñata again. And also, I think he might be trying to get a little revenge for trying to get his lick back for me whooping him in that debate. Don't forget to click on the debate. Don't forget to hit the like button when you're watching this, and go watch the debate that I have here on. Watch it. I have it on my channel here. But I debated on the Untouchable Empire platform on Fatty's channel against Ali. And the debate is also on Ali's channel. But definitely, I think he's getting his lick back, because it was bad. It was bad. Anyway, let's keep watching.
It looks like you're running from a Miss Universe contest, right?
I'm not.
No, but think about it. Wouldn't that be like, I'm tired of men cheating? That's the first one. I'm tired of y'all motherfucker cheating on us. Why? I'm tired. The men in my family say that I don't need the man when I truly need the man. Why not say, motherfucker?
Man, I can't get this woman off me. He won't stop cooking. She takes care of the house. Like, this is, oh my God.
Ali, newsflash. Women cook and clean. You can see them all over social media, cooking all the time. You can see that I sew. I actually sew clothing. When I was full-fledged Hebrew indoctrinated, and even before that, because my mom and my grandmother and my aunt sew, but I have a sewing machine. I was making skirts and head wraps and garments for the men to wear when they do the street preaching. So women sew, women cook, but he wants to paint it as if women don't cook and clean. Even here, it says on Craft Industry website, it says the results of trending quilting. Yes, I quilt. Not trying to sound like a nerd, but it's fun, and it's a part of my mother's family heritage, quilting. It says 1.8 million self-selected quilters were sent. Let me just start at the top. I just want to read this. H&H America's 2024 Mark Hyland CEO hand quilter presented a summary of the results of quilters. So it was a survey. It says data was collected in February 2024, and what was the result? Over 1.8 million quilters were invited to participate via email. Over 37,000 quilters responded to the survey, which took an average of 66 minutes to complete. So overall, nearly 100 million data points were collected. 93% of the respondents were from the US, 5% from Canada, and 1% from other countries. Okay, so this was worldwide, right? A total of 119 dynamic questions were on the survey and 70% completion rate. So what were the results? Let's see, let's read. The results were this. The strength of quilt market approached 5 billion, or it's approaching 5 billion by next year, excuse me. So the strength of quilt market is approaching 5 billion by 2027, driven by a passionate consumer base. 98% of that consumer base is women. Over 85 million active creators in the US and Canada. They represent 35 billion in sales, Ali. Estimated 30 million active sewists. I am a sewist, which has had a decrease since the pandemic years. Okay, so people aren't sewing. Well, I still do. Quilt industry continues to have 9 million to 11 million active participants, consistent over the last 10 years. Why did I say that? Because my brother Ali is always saying, women don't cook, women don't clean, women don't cook, women don't like men, women don't like their children, women don't do anything. Yeah, women do. They cook, they clean. Everybody knows every time you turn on social media, you can't stop seeing people cooking and showing their food, men and women. But we're not saying men don't cook. Ali's saying women don't cook. I actually made lots of comments if you look into the comment section. Oh, I will. Okay, on my channel or over on Fatty's channel, because I can look for you. I will do that. Okay. So, yeah, I just want to show that women cook. We see women cooking all the time. We see men and women cooking all the time on social media. I just showed you that women sew, women clean, women do all these things. So do men. But Ali says women don't. So let's listen.
God, I dropped in gold. Like, man ain't talking about that. Once
he doesn't want to share his secrets. He don't want men going after his lady. He's not going to be honest. He's going to keep it to the chest.
Niggas will talk about that. Dude,
What
is
a man supposed to actually do, Ali? He's not supposed to be responsible for having sex because she says she's controlling it. He's not. Yes, Ali says women are the only ones responsible. They hold the gatekeeping to sex. That's why he didn't say that when I'm going down the list. Ali, our brother Ali said, women control sex. Sex is consensual. I talk about women being symbolic of reproduction. So if you want to say symbolic of sex, I'm good for that. Just because a woman is symbolic for reproduction, she's a symbol of sex. She's a sex symbol. Doesn't mean she's a sex object, and it doesn't mean she's a sex gatekeeper. But our brother Ali, his position, and he can always correct me if he didn't say this, but I know he does, is that women control sex and they're gatekeepers. So he says women do control sex. Men are not responsible at all for single parent households, for single mother households. It's all the woman's fault. Women don't like taking care of their children. Women only care about themselves. Women just want to have promiscuous sex. And as he says, disrespectfully, be bust downs, which a bust down is a very long weave that's over 30 inches. But he says, or a wig that's long, but he calls bust downs women. And notice his language for sex. Bust down, we call women that I've seen, on the internet and off, say a bust down is a very long wig or weave that's past your butt. It's called a bust down. But you can also say bust somebody down. That might be like violent, right? So then he says stab them, meaning sorry, YouTube. When I say that word, I am talking about taking something and jabbing someone forcefully with violence. So I shouldn't say that word. That I'm only going to say that one. But he uses that word, which you're going to see it on here. But so he says, knife them. All the words he uses, and they also, I'm not saying he says this, but I've heard, I think I have heard him say it. Yes, I have. That's where I learned it from. He also says crack them. So that's violent. Cracking somebody, it sounds like you're hitting them, it's cracking their skull. Cracking, knife them, ST at symbol with the B, them. He says, bust them down. Everything he says about having a sexual encounter with a woman it has a violent overtone. I wanted to point that out for you, Ali. I never get to do that when I'm talking to you. But yeah, that's very interesting that you do that. So let's listen. Not supposed to do anything to make her want to have sex with him. What are men exactly supposed to do?
Get him, Pa.
He should do
Get him, Pa. Get him.
He should do the same.
Fatty's hilarious saying that. Right. That's a good cop, bad. They're playing good cop, bad cop. So, because Ali's, the reason I'm asking him this is because I'm saying, what's the responsibility of men? He never pointed out. He always acts like men are so innocent and just the victims of women. Wait a minute.
You
Hold on, Ali.
Okay, go ahead.
Ali, I need to go back, or I'm just going to pause it. When I said, what are they supposed to do? That's rhetorical. And he and I have this in common. He's going to have to just admit it. He's a mic hog, and I'm a mic hog. So he wants to snatch the mic and talk. I wasn't finished. You're a mic hog too. And why am I pointing this out? Because he's always like, you interrupted me. You won't let me talk. No, Ali, you are meeting your mirror. You do the same thing that I do. So stop screaming like you're some, mistreated host. You're always cutting people off like you're trying to do right there. You're trying to snatch the mic back. Even though you did a long monologue, you've talked a lot since Athena. And I was sitting there listening. So now you want to take the mic back quickly so you can do more of your soliloquy and just, go on a whole tirade and you're lambasting women. I'm not done.
Ali, this is ladies first. This is ladies first, Ali.
You said a lot.
Wait a second. Isn't this ladies first?
Ali, ladies first, man. Come on. Go ahead, Nepal. Interrupted.
Okay. Yeah. You said women don't want marriage. They don't want to do anything. They want to be unhappy. And he's just sitting there like a little puppy waiting for her to do everything. What is he doing for her to want to have sex? You're saying women are out there and there's guys just having sex. Women are just having sex with men because they're just there. Lie. That's a lie. Those men are doing things for the woman to want her. It's called relationships. I meant to say for the woman to want him. I do that a lot when I'm up there. Okay. No woman is just having sex with a guy unless she's mentally ill or a sex worker. That's true. And when I say mentally ill, some women have very, very, they're beautiful. They're wonderful, but something happened to where they think they just need to have sex with a bunch of different people. And I'm saying if our brother Ali paints a picture of women saying, oh, I'm going to go down to the laundromat today. Let me get my clothes out. Oh, there's a guy. Hi, you want to have sex with me? Sure. Let's go back here and do it. That's what he paints a picture of women as. Like that women are just out at a bar. Oh, hi, we're all together. Hey, I want you to come to the bathroom and sleep with me. Oh, girls, I'll be right back. I got to go have sex with this guy. That's what he's painting women as. Does that happen? Yes, it happens. But like I said, it only happens with women who are something's not going right with them. And it's not a bash on them, but something's wrong, because if you don't put obviously it's like people who are addicted to, pharmaceuticals. You don't put your safety before your addiction to this pharmaceutical. You go to very shady places to get the pharmaceuticals. You put yourself at risk that the pharmaceuticals may not be safe or may be laced with something deadly. So you still do it. That means there's something going wrong with you mentally. Same thing with women who are just, oh, I don't mind just doing that with you. To guys, they're not thinking of their value and their beautiful worth, and that men too. There's a lot of homosexual young men who are unfortunately abusing their bodies or letting people abuse their bodies because they have something going on with them. So that is what I meant. Nobody is just meeting somebody and having sex with them for just because they want to have sex. And it's either if they are sex worker or what I just outlined in detail. So let's keep listening. But he doesn't want to, he says, he makes it like all women, like most women are just doing that, which is crazy. Excuse me, it's ridiculous. You have to do something to get something. It's called, I know you never heard this word before, reciprocity.
Oh, shit.
Reciprocity. Fatty is hilarious. Listen, of course he's probably heard the word. I'm being sarcastic because he never thinks about reciprocity. He's always, look at Ali's face. Bless his heart. Ali, come on. You need to start thinking about reciprocity, balance. Everything is not the woman's fault. We have to work on both sides. We have to really, like I said about Kevin, and also Sonnetter does that too at times because he doesn't talk about the manosphere stuff a lot. That's why I'm not bringing up Sonnetter. But sometimes he talks about men and women, and he's like, he'll talk about the men like, you guys aren't doing this, and then he'll talk about the women. No, you women do this. So yeah, you need to be balanced, Ali. Reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
So like Rebecca said,
yes.
If he's taking care of you, you're gonna always want to do everything for him. If he's doing what he's supposed to do, you do what you're supposed to do. It's a cycle. So let me ask you again, what exactly are men supposed to do in relationships besides sit there like little babies and say, she won't stop yelling at me. She won't stop complaining. What are you supposed to do as a... And by the way, Fatty, I didn't know, I had such a delay. That was hilarious that you clipped that up. I wasn't upset about that when you played it. I just had a delay and I didn't even see it till after, but it sounded like when I said, damn, I was talking about my connection. I was like, damn, my connection isn't working. So yeah, that's funny. You clipped that up. Okay, you got me. But yeah. So let's listen to Lolly. Every time I stop, he's like looking so confused. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. The man. I just
Wham.
The same thing all the other guys previously to that guy did not give a damn. Y'all love the guys who don't give a damn. You love the assholes. You love the liars. You love the cheaters. You love the toxic men. And they got to hit it for free. So all the one night stands that y'all were engaging in with the man that you just liked, because supposedly y'all naturally submit when you like a guy, he shouldn't have to do a damn thing. It should naturally come off of you to want to do something for him. He go, damn, since she's putting it on me, since she's trying to earn this provision and this protection, maybe I might do this, because it's your job to convince a man to take care of you. It's not his job to chase you down and pay your bills and protect you for absolute.
It's your job to convince a man to take care of you. Okay. Notice he still hasn't really said what is his job, because you said men don't have to take care of women, that they just, oh, I'm getting a phone call. Let me just play this.
Absolutely nothing just because you got a cute face and just because you got a used box, but because a lot of you come with used box, right? So again, what he
Give me 1 second. I gotta mute out. Okay, sorry about that. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna play this and let you hear the rest of it.
He has to do is what the other guys did previous to him, not give a damn and make you work for it. That's what they need to do.
Oh
But
shit! Oh shit!
So that's the problem. There we heard it. He thinks men aren't supposed to do anything. Look at him. We found the problem with Ali. He thinks men aren't supposed to do anything in relationships, y'all. That's why he thinks men are just babies and that women are the Castle Grayskull gatekeepers of the vagina.
Woo!
No, you're supposed to do. And wait, I didn't interrupt you. You're supposed to make her feel good, and she makes you feel good, and you make her feel good, and she makes you feel good, and then it grows. It's called relationships. I hope you can find